Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and Restless preview. Ashley's back in control, but for how long? And Jill has another move up her sleeve. In a Young and Restless preview for the week of May 27 to 31, what is causing Ashley's alters? Read on for the details and watch the video below. Nate, Lily, and Devin got a bomb dropped on them when Billy informed them that Jill was stepping back and had given all her power to him. As they tried to figure a way out of this, Billy sent them flowers with a note saying their plan to box him out didn't work, and he looked forward to working with them. Lily felt betrayed by both Jill and Billy, and there was also the issue of another Abbott Abby, who she put on the board. Shockingly, Devin and Lily came back around to Mamie's idea, which was to break up the company and take back their family name. Next week, Billy talks to Jill over a video call. Billy says, "Okay, so what do we do now?" Jill on the laptop says, "Just keep this to yourself. I don't want anyone else to know." What else could Jill be planning? Alan realized Ashley had more than one alter and that they were turning dangerous. Ms. Abbott set her sights on killing Tucker, though Tucker knew the woman he was talking to wasn't Ashley and that she needed help. As they fought, Ashley grabbed her head and collapsed. Coming up, it seems Ashley is back in control for the moment. Alan tells Ashley, "These personalities, they think they're doing the right thing, Ashley. They think they're protecting you, but the fact that they exist at all means is something terribly wrong." Ashley asks, "Well, what are they protecting me from?" That is the million-dollar question. What is the cause of Ashley's alters? Be sure to read our Young and Restless spoilers to find out where Ashley and Tracy head for answers. The familiar chime of the doorbell echoed through the elegant halls of the Abbott mansion, heralding an arrival that promised to shake things up in Genoa City. Ashley Abbott, her aura radiating newfound confidence, swept through the doorway like a queen returning to her throne. Her eyes sparkled with a mixture of determination and mischief. She was back in control, but the question loomed large. For how long? Ashley's return to the Abbott fold had been anything but smooth. After months of power struggles, corporate espionage, and personal betrayals, she had finally clawed her way back to the helm of Abbott Cosmetics. Her triumph, however, was precarious. The company, a legacy of her father, John Abbott, was not just a business, it was a battleground. Every family member had their own agenda, and alliances shifted as often as the tides. As Ashley settled into her father's old office, she couldn't help but reflect on the tumultuous journey that had led her here. Jack, her brother and longtime rival, had been momentarily ousted from his position of power. Their sibling rivalry, a blend of deep-seated love and competitive animosity, had reached new heights over the past year. But Ashley knew better than to rest easy. Jack was nothing if not resilient, and his return to the fray was inevitable. Just as she began to strategize her next move, her phone buzzed, jolting her back to the present. It was an alert from her assistant. Jill Abbott, her former stepmother and perpetual thorn in her side, had requested a meeting. Ashley's eyes narrowed. Jill was a formidable adversary, known for her shrewd business acumen and relentless pursuit of her goals. If she wanted a meeting, it was sure to be more than a simple catch-up. Meanwhile, across town at Chancellor Industries, Jill was deep in conversation with her own confidant, Catherine Chancellor's portrait watching over her. Jill had always been a master of the long game, and today was no exception. She had been carefully plotting her next move, one that could potentially upend Ashley's newfound control at Abbott. With a sly smile, Jill leaned back in her chair and reviewed the documents spread before her. If her plan succeeded, it would not only secure her position, but also reassert her influence over the Abbott family dynamics. The two women met at the Genoa City Athletic Club, a neutral ground often used for business discussions cloaked as casual encounters. Ashley arrived first, her demeanor cool and collected. She knew better than to underestimate Jill, whose ability to mask her true intentions behind a veneer of civility was legendary. "Ashley, darling, it's been too long." Jill greeted her smile as enigmatic as ever. "Jill." Ashley replied, matching her tone. To what do I owe the pleasure? Jill wasted no time with pleasantries. I've come with a proposition, one that I believe could be mutually beneficial. You're back at Jabbit, and I have some information that might interest you, about Jack. Ashley's heart skipped a beat, but she maintained her composure. What sort of information? Let's just say Jack's been making moves behind the scenes and not just in the boardroom, Jill said, leaning in. I have proof of some rather compromising activities. Activities that could destabilize his position even further if they were brought to light. Ashley's mind raced. This was exactly the kind of leverage she needed to solidify her control over Jabbit, but Jill wasn't known for her altruism. And what do you want in return? Jill's eyes gleamed. A partnership. Chancellor Industries and Jabbit, working together. With you and me at the helm, we could dominate the market. Ashley considered the offer. It was risky, but the potential rewards were enormous. Aligning with Jill could fortify her position against Jack and other adversaries, but it also meant tethering herself to a woman whose loyalty was as fleeting as the wind. I'll think about it, Ashley said finally, but I'll need to see this proof first. Jill nodded, expecting no less. Of course, I'll have it sent to your office by the end of the day. As the two women parted ways, each was lost in her own thoughts. Ashley knew she was playing a dangerous game, but she had never been one to shy away from a challenge. She had reclaimed Jabbit before, and she was determined to keep it this time, no matter the cost. Back at the Abbott mansion, Ashley reviewed the evidence Jill had sent over. Photos, documents, and emails painted a damning picture of Jack's recent activities. It was clear he had been plotting his comeback, making deals and alliances that could threaten her position. Armed with this new information, Ashley felt a renewed sense of determination. But even as she prepared to confront Jack, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The corridors of power were never silent, and in Genoa City, secrets had a way of surfacing at the most inopportune times. The Abbott mansion stood tall against the twilight sky, an imposing edifice of wealth and legacy. Inside, the air was charged with an energy that seemed almost tangible. It was a night of celebration as Ashley Abbott reclaimed her position as CEO of Jabbit Cosmetics. She moved with a confidence that bespoke her years of experience and the hard-fought battles she had won. Yet beneath her poised exterior, there was a flicker of uncertainty. This was Genoa City, after all, where no victory was ever truly secure. Ashley sat at her desk, the one her father had once occupied, and glanced at the framed family photos that lined the walls. Each image told a story of love, betrayal, and resilience. As she scanned the room, her eyes landed on a picture of her brother Jack. Their relationship had always been tumultuous, and she knew that despite his outward support, he was waiting for her to slip up. She took a deep breath and reminded herself that she was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. Meanwhile, at Chancellor Industries, Jill Abbott was in her office, deep in thought. She had just received word of Ashley's triumph, and though she respected her sister-in-law's business acumen, she couldn't ignore the competitive spark it ignited within her. Jill had spent a lifetime proving herself, and she wasn't about to let anyone, not even family, overshadow her achievements. Jill picked up the phone and dialed a number she knew by heart. It's time, she said when the line connected. We need to move forward with the plan. On the other end of the line, Devin Hamilton listened intently. He had been working closely with Jill on a new project that had the potential to disrupt the cosmetics industry. Devin, always a strategic thinker, saw this as an opportunity to not only expand Chancellor Industries' influence, but also to ensure his family's legacy thrived. I'll get the team ready, Devin replied. This could be exactly what we need to shake things up. As they ended the call, Jill felt a sense of exhilaration. The thrill of the game, the anticipation of outmaneuvering her rivals. It was what she lived for. She smiled to herself, knowing that Ashley wouldn't see this coming.